That right there, as you see,
A
everybody.
lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, that is the prize that Z's Flag Football League receives if they win a championship.
Yeah.
They get a mug.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
what Z fights for. That's what
yep.
Z plays for every Monday. And he has how many of those? You have 4?
um. Well, hold on. We've won it 4 times.
So you have 4.
Well, I have something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it's the
Oh, a
like
ribbon.
it's the long
Participation.
it's the long sleeve. It's actually like the nice long sleeve.
You know what's so funny is that Z will say he's fighting for the city, raising banners, winning rings, and everything, and you get a mug, or you get a shirt, or you get probably a diaper,
Yep.
or you get I don't know, a pair of compression shorts.
I brought
Yeah,
listen, and I brought a lot to
you
this
get
fan
you
base. I've
you get probably one of those. But you know what's even funnier is that whenever Z's team wins, which they've won 4 times, they hold up this banner that says Orlando Club League, Orlando Club Sports Champions, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And what the league does is that banner that they give Z's team to hold up, they take that banner back and reuse it for the following season. So Z has held the same exact banner 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, that's awful.
and it's funny because like you act like I have any control over it.
Well, Z still, it's
And
awful. You're still sporting it. You're still putting your money in the league.
yep. Yep. And all it is just having a good time, going out, play with your friends, and being competitive. That's all it is.
When's it time to switch leagues?
Well, if there was no league to switch in, we would. So, anyways, if you guys have been around our channel a while, you know we've probably talked about my flag football team since the start of it. So, the Barbarians. Anyways, welcome back. Our last episode, we talked about the college football selection, the top 12 selection. This one's gonna be another football topic. Listen, we have probably one of the biggest weekends. Today's December 9th. So if you're seeing this, welcome back. Episode 71 of who
Who? Yeah.
yeah yeah
Who?
who
Who
these guys.
are you?
Overrated show.
What, you know what show that is?
That's CSIN.
Yeah,
Was it CSI Miami?
I think so.
Yeah, it's an overrated show. Just no different than Criminal Minds. No different than Law
Castle.
and Order. Castle was a little bit of a different show.
Castle.
If you guys don't know, my dad, like those are the only shows he watched. Only shows he watched. And what's funny is like Mike would get pissed because every time he'd be watching it, regardless if it was a new episode with new characters, I'd be telling Mike, "Why you watching it? It has the same result.
Has the same result.
It has the same concept every like the start of the show starts with someone getting killed, and then the main cast will travel to that city and they will meet the local police department, and then they will travel to this house and travel to this citizen and speak to this person, that person, and then they'll find the guy at the end of the episode.
No, see, you know what? He enjoyed it, so you got to let him enjoy what he enjoys.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So, anyways, it's December 9th. One of the biggest weekends of football is coming up.
Yeah.
We already talked about college football. We're going to get into we're going to preview week, what is this, 15 of the NFL?
Yeah,
Right.
it's freaking, it's nuts. It's nuts that the NFL is in week 15.
Yeah. So we're going to preview week 15 because there's going to be some absurd matchups in a good and bad way.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even let us get into the bad games.
Yeah.
But quite honestly, for you guys, tuning in, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We are not going to talk about the Jets and Jags.
No.
Not
Absolutely
not even for a second.
Absolutely not.
But I'm trying to. I don't even know how to even pull up the schedule for week 15. I don't know what N's doing. I was hoping N would, while I was talking, he would have something ready, but of course he doesn't.
It's your job, Z.
Yeah, it's my job. What do you look?
I upload and edit, Z. You can bring up the pictures.
Yep. Oh, what do I mean? I would love to know what you're looking at.
I'm just trying to keep track of this game.
Yeah, you're right. Well, hold on. What game are you keeping track of?
Monday night game.
Yeah, keep track of my night game, but you're not helping me with this video. Well, I thought I'd be a little bit more prepared, guys, but I guess not. So, help me out here. Why don't you freaking help me out with something, dude? Okay, you're just sitting there. You're sitting there looking at a different tab. God, trying to.
I don't know if we'll be able to pull up an entire schedule. I don't know. Let me see.
No, I don't think so either. Unless oh no, hold on, I got it right here.
No, there you go.
Here we go. Well, if you guys are NFL fans, you probably already know anyways what is going to be upcoming for next week. So let's go ahead and quickly just go over the slate. Now, the one we want to talk about more is just the not week 14, sorry. Week 15. The slate of God, just look at that list. Sorry,
That's terrible.
Let me take that away. How do I take this away? Okay, here we go. Look at that list of games.
It's terrible.
So, I mean, how many 10-loss teams do you see in there? That's just horrendous.
Yeah.
So I want you to compare and contrast that to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, Patriots and Cardinals.
I mean, just I'm going to include it just because it's an afternoon game. But you have the Bills at Lions, which could be the game of the week. Steelers at Philly, which will be the second game of the week.
Yeah.
And what's funny is when Nate and I were talking about this yesterday, there are 2 games in that afternoon window that also can't necessarily be just ignored, because if you're going to be watching Red Zone like Nate and I do, like, you probably want to stay slightly updated on like the Buccaneers at Chargers and shit, even the Colts at Broncos, because all those games have major wild card implications and division implications for the Buccaneers.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Just well, guys, we'll just do this, right? We'll just take N out of it, and we'll just do this as a solo episode. This guy's keeping up with the Monday night game, not keeping up with the video, and not looking at him. I'm literally looking at this guy backstage, and he's just sitting there laughing. So let's go ahead and bring N back. Oh, so wait.
And there goes he.
Yeah, there I go. God, this has just been such a disaster video.
It's part of the entertainment. Z. If people are watching this with a straight face, then get off the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Yeah, the 4:00 window is night and day. It's not even comparable. This is definitely the best window all season, right here. It's crazy that there's 5 4:00 games, but this 4:00 window here is pretty wild. Nobody's going to be paying attention to the Patriots Cardinals game. But you have the Colts at Denver, Colts at Broncos, Broncos 8-5, Colts are 6-7. Colts are right there on the outside looking in the AFC wild card. They are going in a spot right now where not only they're playing for their season, but honestly, if they lose this game, I think it's elimination.
Who'd you say? I'm sorry.
Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
I think if Indianapolis loses this game, they won't mathematically be eliminated, but I think that it's a 1% chance that everything would fall their way and they would win the next 3 games and finish 10-7 or 9-8.
I'm sorry to pause you real quick, but 11-yard touchdown catch, CeeDee Lamb.
Wow, it's big. It's big.
If you guys know, you know. Major fantasy implications tonight. Yep. Let's just say I really need them. So,
yep.
Anyways, going back to what you were saying. So, yeah, that's why I think what really fascinates me about this afternoon period is, I mean, we also didn't even talk about the Packers at Seahawks.
No.
I know, like, we're pinpointing 2 games for a good reason. The Bills at Lions, which is a Super Bowl preview potentially, and maybe even another Super Bowl preview. Who knows of the Steelers at Eagles? I mean, the Super Bowl preview term is thrown around so much during a season where it's like, you just take it as it is.
You know who I feel like I hear that term the most from, Z, is freaking Scott. I feel like I always hear that from him.
And he's gonna be having a busy day.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be having a busy day because if you watch Red Zone, you know that when the afternoon games come around, he doesn't talk as much, and quite frankly, he's probably just taking a break until he needs to be back out there.
Yeah,
but hold on, actually, just for the culture.
Yeah, that's definitely a green screen.
I don't know. I think that's a real picture. Why would that be a green screen?
Z, it looks just like a green screen.
I don't know. And I mean, look, the guy's dressed like he's hiking.
That doesn't mean anything.
So,
NASA fakes their photos. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Anyways, get NASA fix their photos.
They definitely do.
I don't know. I mean, that's debatable. I mean, I'm not really.
Go look at some of those videos on Mars, then come back.
Well, I mean, I'm not really a space guy, so I mean, I don't really know.
Go look at some of those Mars videos. Z, very suspect. Very.
Yeah.
Very.
Where are you seeing these videos?
Online, just like where you see everything else.
Yep. But going back to the schedule part, obviously, and you're going to be focusing a lot on the Steelers at Eagles, but it just, like, what's amazing about this schedule, and again, I'm not even considering, if I scroll up, I'm not even considering, obviously I'm not going to be biased with the Ravens playing, but the Dolphins at Texans is a really key matchup. The Thursday night game, Rams at Niners, is a key matchup. And then the Monday night game, there's 2 of them, which is cool, but those games are ass.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they are.
These 5 slated games, and then even number 6 Thursday night, number 7, one of them in the early afternoon. The amount of implications, and not only like playoff implications, but contending for a division, there's gonna be so much to keep up with when it comes around 4:00.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's great for the league because for years, and the afternoon slate has just sucked.
So it has, yes.
So I'm thankful to see that they actually have, like, they actually have this, because I feel like I've never seen this before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild, just really how not just playoff implications, but just such strong matchups that these are. And you have 4 of those in the 4:00 window. You have 1 Sunday night. I feel like there's really only 1 game that's really meets the eye on 1:00. Then the Thursday night game's pretty big. But let's go over, like, what would happen in terms of if you have the Colts beat Denver, keeps their season alive. They go to 7-7. So they're fighting for their season. If Denver loses, Denver's 8-5, right? Yeah. Here we go. Yes, he has to bring up Mars.
I mean, I don't know what I pulled up. It's just
yeah.
It's because Em brought it up, so I just had to show it for some reason.
Yeah.
Looks like we're at Tyler's video preview week 15 with a little talk of SpaceX. So
yeah, SpaceX.
And I don't know. I don't know what you're smoking. I mean, and I don't think anything about that video looks fake to me.
What video? No, not that one. Like, there's a video where they're patrolling Mars, but then there's an area of California that is identical. Absolutely identical.
What do you mean patrolling Mars? Who's up there patrolling it? Like a robot?
No, Z, the freaking satellite they have up there, whatever the hell that they send up there to freaking get pictures and for it to freaking scope it around. Here, look at this.
Let me see this. Sorry, guys. We'll eventually get back into the talk, but sometimes it's good to change up what we're talking about. All right, what is this? What is this? All right, so we have Mars. I can't. You got to read what that tweet says, and I can't read that.
We have Mars is indeed a real place. It's just not where you've been told. So here's Mars.
Okay.
Look, this rock is in the same exact spot as Devon Island.
Where's Devon Island located?
I'm not sure. But it is, everything's in the exact same spot.
Yeah, I mean,
it literally just has a red filter.
But where's this Devon Island?
Well, here, let's look it up.
Because you said it was something in like California.
Well, no, this wasn't the one I was referring to. This isn't Canada.
Mm.
There's a video from the California one, which I know I can find. But yeah, absolutely identical photo. Okay, let me see.
Well, if you guys have theories about space, let us know, because maybe we'll attract a different audience to our videos. Then maybe we should start talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me because it's on TikTok.
I don't know what you're showing, but just be careful.
Yeah, just be careful.
I've seen things on your Twitter.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll find it later. It's taking up too much time.
Yeah. Anyway.
But anyway, beside the point, after a little glimpse of off topic here, if the Colts lose Z, I think their season's done.
It is.
They go to 6-8. I think when you just look at the nature of where the Ravens, the Chargers, and Denver's at right now, being 8-5, that would put the Colts 3 games back with 3 games to go.
Sure.
I just don't see that. I don't see the Colts getting in.
Okay, sure. So that's implication number 1.
Implication number
1. Go, and then we have Buccaneers and Chargers.
We have Buccaneers, Chargers. Buccaneers win. That's another game on their division. If the Chargers lose, that makes it a little interesting because they would go to 8-6. Right? Aren't they 8-5?
Yeah, after last night's loss.
Okay, so they're 8-5. They would go to 8-6. Now that would be interesting if Miami's able to find a way to beat the Texans in 1:00. So now that only puts Miami 1 game behind. So the Chargers would still be in a playoff spot. But now you have Miami inching close.
Yep.
If the Colts win, now they're inching close. So that's only a 1 game difference. Ravens are probably going to beat the Giants. I don't see how they lose that game. Looking at the Bills and Lions, I believe if they Bills, now again, this is another implication. If the Lions lose and go to 11-2, the Vikings would be 11-2 going into Monday night. So where does that put them at?
Yeah. Well,
so now you're in a battle for the number 1 seed and for that division. You also have a scenario where if the Bills lose and the Lions win, then that potentially leaves the Bills to the 3 seed if the Steelers can beat the Eagles.
Yep.
So looking at those, there's a lot of possibilities that the NFC could have 3-11-2 or 3-2 loss teams and really have it come down to the number 1 seed with 3 games to go. This is a big implication for the Steelers, where if the Steelers beat the Eagles and they have the Bills lose, Steelers are only 1 game behind the Chiefs. Or no, it'd be 2 games because the Chiefs would probably still beat the Browns. But you'd have the Steelers in the 2 seed. If Texans win, if one of the 2 teams between the Colts or the Chargers lose, at least one of them, that's only 1 game back for the Dolphins. Buccaneers win. They take a lead. They take a 2-game lead. So really what this whole 4-game slate is seeding and is teams keeping their season alive. Because if the Dolphins lose, they're probably done.
Yeah. And pulling up this video is still just crazy. This voodoo magic the Chiefs have going on this year.
Yeah, of course.
Block field goal against Denver. Isaiah Likely's toe against the Ravens. This banking in for the division.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to the division anyways, but still. Just the magic that they've had.
Yeah.
Is just unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm tired of them. I'm over them.
So I'll be looking forward to week 15 in many ways. There's going to be a lot of football watch this week. So I'll definitely pay attention to Bills and Lions and Steelers and Eagles the most. If I pick who's going to be winning the games, I don't even know. I think I'm going to pick Eagles over the Steelers. I think the Steelers got to lose one at some point here. Even though they lost one against the Browns a couple weeks ago, but not counting that in a snow game. And then
don't tell that to Browns fans.
No. And then Bills and Lions, I'm not really sure. I think I'm just going to go to the Lions, I guess.
Let's go, Quirrello.
Yeah, that's Ed's favorite term. So
it was Ramelow yesterday.
Yeah, it was. So that was Ed and I previewing week 15 with a little sprinkle of why Mars is fake.
Not saying Mars is fake, Z. Not saying Mars is fake. I'm saying some of the pictures aren't real.
Yeah. Not saying Mars is fake, but just
now, if you want to talk about fake, the moon landing was fake.
Here we go.
The moon landing was fake.
Wasn't fake.
It was fake. Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
Nothing about it was fake.
Why is that?
Not going to get into it. We'll say too, guys. Our next episode might end up being about the space landing.
There's a lot of things that point to it where it was definitely staged.
And I mean, just at the end of the day,
why haven't we been back, Z?
Not sure, Ren. Not sure. I said that's the only question you can ask about it.
No, it's not. There's even more. Look at the flag. Look at the freaking video footage.
Yeah.
Look at the radio call.
Yep.
There's a lot of things to look into on that.
Yep. Well, I think this video was more about space conspiracy more than it was about the about week 15. So hope you guys enjoyed a little mix of both. And but most importantly, check out our last video. Our last video was about the college football playoff. And we will thank you guys again for 100 subs, and we'll be back. We'll see you guys next week. So